Exodus chapter 38. And he made the altar of burnt offering of shittim wood. 5 cubits was the length thereof, and 5 cubits the breadth thereof. It was foursquare, and 3 cubits the height thereof. And he made the horns thereof on the 1/4 corners of it. The horns thereof were of the same, and he overlaid it with brass. And he made all the vessels of the altar, the pots, and the shops, and the basins, and the flesh hooks, and the fire pans. All the vessels thereof made he of brass. And he made for the altar a percent of network under the compass thereof beneath under the midst of it. And he cast 4 rings for the 4 ends of the great brass to be places for the steps. And he made the steps of shittim wood, and overlaid them with brass. And he put the steps into the rings on the side of the altar to bear it with. He made the altar hollow with bones. And he made the laver of brass, and the foot of it of brass, of the looking glasses of the women assembly, which assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And he made the court on the south side southward. The hangings of the court were of the fine twinned linen, and 100 cubits. Their pillars were 20, and their brazen sockets 20. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets were of silver. And for the north side, the hangings were 100 cubits. Their pillars were 20, and their sockets of brass 20. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets of silver. And for the west side were hangings of 50 cubits. Their pillars 10, and their sockets 10. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets of silver. And for the east side, eastward 50 cubits. The hangings of one side of the gate were 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their socket 3. And for the other side of the court gates on its hand and that hand were hangings of 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their socket 3. All the hangings of the court round about were of fine twinned linen, and the sockets for the pillars were of brass. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets of silver, and the overlaying of their chapters of silver, and all the pillars of the court were filled with silver. And the hanging for the gate of the court was needlework of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twinned linen, and 20 cubits was the length, and the height in the breadth was 5 cubits, answerable to the hangings of the court. And their pillars were 4, and their sockets of brass 4, their hooks of silver, and the overlaying of their chapters, and their fillets of silver. And all the pins of the tabernacle and of the court round about were of brass. This is the sum of the tabernacle, even of the tabernacle of testimony, as it was counted, according to the commandment of Moses, for the service of Levites, by the hand of Ithamar, son of Aaron the priest, and Bezaleel, the son of Huri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, made all that the Lord commanded Moses. And with him was Aholiab, son of Ismach, of the tribe of Dan, and Engilba, and a cunning workman, and an embroiderer in blue, and in purple, and in scarlet, and in fine linen. All the gold that was occupied for the work in all the work of the holy place, even the gold of the offering was 29 talents, and 730 shekels, after the shekel of sanctuary. And the silver of them that were numbered of congregation was 100 talents, and 1,703 score, and 15 shekels, after the shekel of sanctuary. A baker for every man, that is half a shekel, after the shekel of sanctuary, for everyone that went to be numbered from 20 years old and upward. For 600 and 3,000 and 500 and 50 men. And of the number talents of silver were cast the socket of the sanctuary and the socket of the veil. And the socket of 100 talents are talent of for a socket. And of the 1,700 talents, 775 shekels in mint hooks for the pillars, and overlaid their chapters and filled them. And the brass of the offering was 70 talents, and 2,400 shekels. And therewith he made the socket of the door for the tabernacle of the congregation, and the brazen altar, and the brazen grate for it, and all the vessels of the altar, and the socket of the court round about, and the socket of the court gate, and all the pins of the tabernacle, and all the pins of the court round about. That is the end of chapter 38.